Hi, this is Joan Pratt with RE/MAX Professionals, and today we are talking about new construction and why you need a realtor. Well, the first thing I will tell you is that my services are actually paid for by the builder, and so there's no cost to you to actually have representation. One of the last contracts that I reviewed for a client was 109 pages. I don't know how many of you read real estate contracts for a living, but that is what I do for a living. So if you thought about that, you could probably understand how that would be valuable to you. And again, they pay my fee, so that's really important. One of the other things is that sometimes we're able to negotiate other things into our contracts. So even in this tight market, I did have one recently. I was able to get a washer and dryer and a refrigerator and blinds in the home on a dirt start. Well, it was a quasi dirt start. And those were things that that buyer would never have asked for or known to ask for to help with, obviously when they first move in, having it all set up and ready for them. In addition to that, if you are buying a new home and you have a house to sell, we have a program here that will give you local moving expenses to help with that. So if you utilize the Joan Pratt Group to sell your house and to buy a new build, that's one of our Buyer's Advantage programs, and we'd love to chat with you about what that looks like. But we have some great local vendors here that will take great care of your stuff, and they will get it from point A to point B when you need it. So in addition to that, if you are considering new construction, you might also want to consider that we have an iBuyer program. It's very similar to the Zillow buyers program, but basically we would come into your house, we'd do an assessment, we'd sit down and talk to you about what things would need to get possibly fixed or not fixed, and then give you a price, which is good for the next 6 months. So you can decide your closing day and time and all of that, and you can plan it ahead up to 6 months. So you don't have to worry about selling your house super fast and then being homeless, but we're able to meet your needs and help make the move from your existing home to your new home as stress-free as possible. But I highly recommend, in fact, I don't even highly recommend, I strongly tell you that even on a new build, you absolutely want to have your own buyer's agent to represent you, to point out the things in the contract that aren't going to be pointed out by the local on-site salesperson, because they are 100% working for that builder. So if you are interested in buying a new build, or maybe you've just kind of considered it, you have to be sure before you go in to visit them that you let them know that you have a real estate agent that is representing you. If you do not have if you don't tell them that on your first visit, they will not work with any real estate agents that you bring into the picture later on. So make sure you plan ahead so that you always have that option of having someone actually representing your financial best interest. And if we're really honest, in this market and in your finances, your real estate investments are the biggest part of most people's finances at this stage in the game. And so you really don't want to make a bad decision there, and you want to make sure that you're going in with eyes wide open, that you understand what are in those contracts. Oh, here's a good example. There was a property up towards Buckley, and it was a new build there, and their contract actually said that if the owner found any unexploded arsenal in the backyard, or bullets or missiles, or I don't know, but unexploded remnants from when it was a former military base, that they would hold the builder harmless from that. Well, the average person doesn't read all of that contract, and my buyers had already read it and had no idea it said that in there. And so when I met with them and explained to them what was in there, I mean, they were shocked. They definitely still bought the house, but they were a little more watchful for any pieces of ammunition or bullets that had not been exploded when their children were playing in the backyard. So there is just a real life example on how my services can benefit you. And again, the builder pays for them, so there's no cost to you. Thank you so much for watching. Would love to meet with you to discuss this. We could even do a Zoom and go over the different builders, what they're offering. I have some recommendations for ones that offer everything included in the price, And I usually tell people that those are the builders that I start with. So I'd love to share those with you and just review this whole process with you. I can also let you know where builders are building in your price range in different areas. And there's not really a central location to be able to do that. So you really need some boots on the street for people that are aggressively marketing new construction, which is what we are doing here at the Joan Pratt Group. Thank you so much for watching. Please reach out to us to schedule your in-person or your Zoom Buyer's Advantage meeting and make it a great day.